Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Wyoming Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cowboys have been waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Minnesota's offense will have the first possession of the game. You know, that connection between quarterback and wide receiver, Jesse, takes some time, and we'll see how quickly these two guys get on the same page.
Yeah, the chemistry between he and the quarterback, I think, is what everybody's going to be looking for early in this game. Because David, obviously, having transferred in, he hasn't had a lot of time in this offense. This is his first game. It's the first time doing it with bullets flying live. So he's got a lot of talent. He's got speed, but what does that chemistry look like with the guy throwing him the football? That's what I want to see.
Well, and the good thing is you've got tape and you've seen he's done it at the college level. Like, you already...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
How about that for this defense on the first drive? You want to come out, create some momentum, create some energy, create a negative play. They do just that. They force the INT. Not only that, got a little bit of return on it, little icing on the sundae to go with it. Great start for this defense.
Great place to start for this offense. Looking to throw on first down. He wants it all. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row. Let's talk for just a moment about Wyoming. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the football.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
You're feeling really good about that, right? Brand new season, first drive of the year. The juices are flowing. You march the ball down the field. You don't get a touchdown, but at least you come away with 3 points. Very positive start to the year.
Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He'll do it himself. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk.
Why is my quarterback standing like that, bro?
The offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. Crosses the 45. Turning it on.
Yeah, okay. All right. Cool. Thanks, babe. Can I get a bottle of water?
Really nice.
And a kiss. Can I have a kiss and a bottle of water? Can I have some fries with that shake?
Pitch guy open. Nobody accounted for him. So you flip it to him quickly. Nice, accurate pitch out in front of him. Easy catch. And then he's able to do the rest. Look at the speed that time on the perimeter by the pitchman, picking up a massive gain for this offense.
And the Golden Gophers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Quarterback quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Gibbs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Got his man quickly. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that 4th down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Gonna run it. It's Tatum. Stopped in the backfield. He's gonna lose 3 yards on the play.
Love the job by the defense here with their eye discipline. That's an RPO. It can be tricky to locate the football, but they found the running back quickly. Those linebackers and DBs really came screaming down to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
The Golden Gophers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. The screen, and watch out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you get this football out of your hands quickly to not take a sack or worse, turn the football over.
Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
On 4th down, going to the air. He's got him. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on down. Now we'll hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. He finds a little bit of room to operate. He goes out of bounds at the 12. To the air on 2nd down. He's got his man across the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the 1st down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
And the Cowboys with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Another incompletion on third down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. He'll pull it on the read. There he goes. He has the first and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice game. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. He's up to 47 yards rushing in this game. What a way to start the new season. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Zings it complete to the right. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. The period has expired, and Wyoming has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. It's complete. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Running back searching for a hole. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Golden Gophers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Quarterback on the keeper. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Minnesota!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. They'll go to the air. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and they now lead by 5.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. He'll keep it himself. At the 35, he's loose. He's all the way across the 40. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41 in the running game, getting it done.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these runs.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Hunt is on its way. Makes a catch at the 10. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches today.
The Golden Gophers are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Rides the back on the option to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Golden Gophers will go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. The Golden Gophers look to keep this drive humming. Here's the handoff. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. About to have the ninth snap on this drive. You don't want to settle for a field goal. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. To throw, it's Gibbs. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. The Cowboys are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room. They'll run it on the counter. Gives them a little breathing room. Picks up 5 and gets it to the 7-yard line. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. All right, guys, let's chat a little Wyoming. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that,
he's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
slithers into space. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Motion from the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
To the air, it's Gibbs. Fires it. Finds a man on the right. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
With the run on 1st and goal. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He'll do it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. Don't think that one made it 10 yards before they got the eager paws on top of it, and the flags will fly. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. He wants to start this drive with a pass. With the catch, it's Jones. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm.
Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming. They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Golden Gophers will hustle to the line. Wide receiver going in motion. Dropping back, it's Gibbs. They're working that left side. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. That is just a perfect example of not deciding before the snap where you have to go with the ball.
Yeah, because that will get you in trouble. You can tell right away he wants to get the ball to his primary. He's covered. He comes off of him, does a nice job being patient, taking his time, hitting the drag route, getting the first down.
To the air on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Wants to go up top. He's going to let it go. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. The Golden Gophers will try to move the sticks on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Dumps it to the back. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
And this offense chooses to be aggressive. Listen, once you start getting to midfield, you see most offenses be aggressive, and they took their chance, and they failed. Now, early in the game, a chance to create momentum, to swing back to the other side of the football field.
Brought down at the 31. It is a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Well, they've already made one. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. Oh, he missed it. No good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, who's got a better seat there today in Laramie than you do? And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at the highest elevation in all of college football, War Memorial Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready. They're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take two plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Grab behind the line. It's Jones. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. And the Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got enough space. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown. Extra point here will tie the game.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Let's go to the studio now. In with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Oklahoma State looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program with a case full of trophies, and they might just add some more hardware before this year is out. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking for a man. It's Gibbs. Here's the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Daniel. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Here comes the Heat. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. And the Golden Gophers will call on their punt team. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He won't be able to return this one as it goes out of bounds. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
All right, this quarterback is going to have to start playing with a clock going off in his head. He knows he cannot hold on to the football too long with players like that getting after him.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Under fire. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find it. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Yeah, and that's a timing route. You throw those out routes to your receivers, and he gets out of his break, and he gets his head around, and ideally you want him to get his head around right in time.
Oh, he's got some space. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Cowboys headed quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receiver. And this time they're waiting for him, and he only gets back to the line of scrimmage. Man, what a finish we could have. Tie game, third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Oh, they're after him. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7.
1st and goal, Wyoming.
They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense. It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they've taken the lead. So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
It doesn't matter who it is, receivers, in this case, a tight end. You get open, you sometimes start to look at that green space in front of you, and you just take your eye off the football, lose your concentration.
Turning it on! Strong belief in this running game as he powers his way ahead and picks up 8. It's 4th and 1. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. Working that left side now. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Wide open downfield. He'll work his way down to the 28.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Past the 1st down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, you know, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw on first down. He's open on the right. There he goes. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the third. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So first down, we'll open up the final period. They're trying to seal the edge off right tackle. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's got an open man. Turns on the Jets. He's at the touchdown, Cowboys. And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. Gonna run it. It's Daniel. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. It's complete. Touchdown, Wyoming. And with that,
Just phenomenal quarterbacking. Understanding right away, dude, you're going to bring pressure. I'm getting the ball to my playmaker right now. Let him do the rest. Let him glide into the end zone. Make me look really good. Good timing, good decision by the quarterback, getting it out quick.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. What a great return, and he flips the field to start this drive off, and he just about scored himself. It is so good to have a dangerous return man. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. The snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Quarterback on the keeper. Look out, he's got room. Got the first down and more. Touchdown, Minnesota! They've got the lead here in the fourth.
How nice is it to know, man, late in the ball game when I need it, I can keep the football on the ground, not get super complicated, pound the rock, get in the end zone, and take the lead.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin breaks into the open. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
I feel like this guy's having one of those games. It happens maybe once in your life. He's just been open everywhere on the field. He's been lighting up the scoreboard. He's turning these defenders around. They just simply can't cover him.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
Here's the pressure. Turns it loose deep. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football.
They say pressure busts pipes. This quarterback can attest to that. Goodness gracious, they're getting after him all day. There's a reason they're behind. Pressure the quarterback goes a long way to getting the W.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Firing to the right, complete. Bulldozes his way through. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. And the Cowboys racing to the line in a hurry-up.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. So now it's second and long.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3. The Cowboys come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. They want to throw it. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If they can pay off this 3rd and goal opportunity, man, oh man, those collars start getting a little tight across the way. He'll keep it himself. Touchdown, Wyoming! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. He leaves it with his back. Oh, he's got some space. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking to throw, it's Gibbs. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Well, this defense is still playing so hard here late in the game in the 4th quarter. Offense taking a shot into the end zone. Defender in incredible position, and he's able to knock that one away incomplete.
And he's chased out of bounds, but not before he gets the first down, stops the clock, and has them on the move trying to get the late score.
And I feel sorry for this defense. Like, they're having to defend the entire field. QB's already shown he can beat you with his arm. Now, with his legs and his decision-making, getting the ball to the pitch man, he's shown a variety. In this defense, they're having to defend the whole entire field.
They'll give it to the back. Got the first down. Looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Golden Gophers getting set on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead.
As sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to...
Touchdown, Golden Gophers! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation.
Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
Got the quick pass. He's knocked out of bounds as he gets it across midfield and down to the 46. The Golden Gophers enter the final minute with the lead. Looking downfield, it's Gibbs. Makes the catch. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and that is a rare sight for this defense today against this guy. I think they'd keep it on the ground here to drain as much time as possible off that clock and hold on to this lead. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quick completion on the out route. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
I love the anticipation on that throw by the QB on the out route. You got to throw it before the receiver comes out of his break. Nice work.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
Well, remember, the defense allowed a rushing touchdown to this quarterback on the last drive, so a nice job making some adjustments on the sideline. They look like they've got a little bit of a better plan for him, and more people are more aware of when he's going to keep the football. That time, they don't just get a sack, but they generate a massive loss.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
And I'm so interested to see how this young man responds, man. Like, he has been really good all game long. Put up some big numbers, but now it's prime time. It's a big moment. Can he step up in this spotlight, make a big drive, make a big play for his team to maybe go win this football game?
Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock.
Well, he has been the go-to guy all game long. He has been lighting up the scoreboard. This defense cannot cover him.
Fires to the middle. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like, putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities.
He lofts one down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Well, no big surprise here in the 4th quarter. The defense expecting pass, and that's why they've got extra DBs on the field. It's almost like a prevent look. Everybody back there staring at the QB. Going to be hard to throw into that. Obviously, the ball falls incomplete.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They get a big win here and start the season on a positive note.
You got to love that as the players. You come out, you have so much anticipation coming into the season, finally getting ready to play in front of a live audience. You're able to come out and execute and get this win under your belt. David, couldn't be a better way to start the year.
And for the losing team, obviously, it's a little bit different. You have something to look at now, to analyze where do I need to get a little bit better, but plenty of time still left in the season to improve and turn it around.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.